Back in college, I had a lot of classes with an unpleasant and negative dude called Mike. One time, I had the misfortune of being assigned in the same group as he was. Even though he was very funny, he was the laziest person in the whole college. It didn't matter that you pressured him to do his work. If he didn't feel like working, he would not do his part of the work. When we pressured him to work, he got defensive and complained why we were being so rude and hard on him. He constantly told the group that he was not good at working under pressure and that we should give him time and space. We got tired of him and kicked him out of the group. He was a leech who wanted to take credit without earning it. It seemed that this negative attitude towards work spread across other areas of Mike's life. He was terribly out of shape. He didn't groom himself and his breath stank. He was a heavy drinker and a drifter. Fast forward a couple of years and I started teaching math to high school and college students. I met hundreds of guys who unfortunately were always complaining about how their teachers were not good at explaining concepts. They complain about how their parents didn't choose a good school. They complain about how their homework and exams were too difficult for them. I like to get to know my students, so I always ask them about their hobbies, passions, and so on. These students spend most of their time playing video games and wasting time on social media. Not a single student of mine liked to exercise, read, or go out with their friends. They were all lazy guys addicted to their technology who spent most of their time complaining about everything. It was evident that as time went by, more men were avoiding hard work, were not taking care of themselves, were lazy and were always blaming something other than themselves. In essence, men were becoming weaker than ever. This got me thinking, why are men so soft and delicate nowadays? Here's what I found. A couple of decades ago, there were hard things that needed to be done and there was no way to avoid them. Sadly, nowadays everything is super easy. Modern day technology has destroyed the need for hard work and to deal with challenges. Feel stressed? There's no need to meditate to process the emotions. Just order some junk food from your phone and play video games while you wait. Feel extremely horny? There's no need to go out and meet women. Just watch 7 hours of porn on your phone. Need home supplies? There's no need to go to 4 different stores to find what you're looking for. Go on Amazon.com and order it with one click. Feel bored? No need to deal with this uncomfortable feeling or practice a new activity. Just grab your phone and play a game. Feel anxious or worried? There's no need to journal or practice breath work. Just distract yourself with Netflix for as long as you can. All these things lead to a man who can't handle his emotions and crumbles in the face of the smallest challenge. A man who can't get a date with any women because getting it off to a screen is easier and safer for his emotions. A man who is not resourceful because he's always looking for the easiest, safest and quickest path to everything. The problem with weak men is that they don't know where to go to become tougher. If you can't relate to this, I have a solution for you. I recommend you listen to the amazing audiobook Can't Hurt Me by David Goggins. Fortunately for you, you can get his audiobook completely free with the link in the description below. Mr. Goggins has been referred to as the toughest man alive. He's the perfect teacher to help you increase your mental toughness. Go grab the book now. That said, I think this epidemic of weak men is so widespread because of 3 things. Number 1. Insane levels of cheap dopamine. Dopamine is referred to as the motivation molecule or the desire molecule. Nowadays, modern-day technology stimulates dopamine to levels that no man has ever experienced in history. Porn, social media, junk food and video games create so much dopamine in the brain that it leads to a complete rewire of it. See, your brain needs a balance to function properly. When insane levels of dopamine are released, your brain will decrease the sensitivity to this molecule. Therefore, all activities that release mild levels of dopamine will no longer feel pleasurable. That's why men are lazy and don't take any action. Men are basically desensitized to life itself. Back in the day, obtaining dopamine was the result of seducing a woman, hunting food, or being accepted in the tribe. Today, each of these has its fake equivalent. Porn, junk food, and social media likes are so pleasurable that there's no need to meet women, eat healthy, or go out with people. I strongly believe that the worst source of fake pleasure are Instagram models and porn. Let me reinforce that the worst damage these 2 things create is the numbing of dopamine in your brain. These 2 things are so stimulating that all other activities feel dull and boring compared to them. When you constantly browse Instagram looking at women that excite you, you're tricking your brain into thinking that you really have those women in front of you. Let me ask you, have you ever seen one of those women in real life in a bikini in front of you? If you haven't, stop cheating yourself. If you want an experience like that, go out and earn it in real life. Let's talk porn. Most porn addicts have never had sex in their life. Now, this is not to create shame. The point is that porn rewires your brain to think that the primary aspect of sex is the physical part. I can tell you that this will destroy your ability to bond and connect with others. People are lovable beings, not objects to be used for your personal pleasure. Even worse, porn tricks your brain into thinking that you're having sex 24/7. Therefore, it rewards yourself with dopamine 24/7. Stop cheating yourself and stop ruining your brain with so much dopamine. Don't desensitize yourself to life's meaningful pleasures. I bet you can't relate to this experience. You had a tough day, you feel tired, stressed, and you just want to relax. You're desperate to find a way out. What's the easiest and effortless way to deal with this? Porn. So, don't fool yourself, and especially don't hurt yourself with fake rewards that you didn't earn. What I want you to take from this point is that everything that stimulates you to an extreme will take a toll on your capacity to feel motivated in the long run. By the way, if you want to improve your levels of motivation and confidence, you can get my free affirmations for self-development with the link in the description below. They are an audio file that you can use to install empowering beliefs in your mind. See, your beliefs and your mindset are the #1 factor that will determine the unfoldment of your life. That's why it's of vital importance to upgrade your mindset with empowering beliefs. The second reason why men are weaker than ever is because everything is fast and easy nowadays. The only way to build mental and physical strength is to do mental and physical things that are difficult. You can't expect to be strong if you only do easy and effortless stuff. Just think about these scenarios. Do you want to go out on a date? Swipe right on Tinder. There's no need to approach a girl, ask for her number, and possibly dealing with rejection. Want to eat something tasty? Order whatever you want from your phone. There's no need to cook a delicious meal. Want to buy whatever you want? Just swipe your credit card and pay in installments. There's no need to save for months. All these factors have contributed to men quitting and collapsing every time they face a difficulty. Since they are only used to easy things, when a hardship shows up, they don't even know how to deal with it. That's why when men are faced with challenges, setbacks, and tests that require effort and toughness, they immediately quit and crumble. In addition, when something takes long periods of time to come to life, like a business or finding a good job, men quit. They want everything now. There are two things that you will never get in life in an easy and fast way. These two things are, in my opinion, two crucial factors for a happy and meaningful life. They are career satisfaction and relationship satisfaction. There's no app or shortcut for this. Worthy things that are important like love, work, joy, confidence, and building skills cannot be accelerated with technology. Before I forget, if you want to become tougher, I recommend you watch this video I made about how to increase your levels of mental toughness. I will leave the link in the description below. The third factor that makes men weaker is our culture. Our society wants everyone to feel special no matter what. The clearest example of this is what's happening in our educational system. Back when I was in high school, the only people who got a prize were the ones who earned it through hard work. If you didn't make the effort, you didn't get anything. People who were rewarded were the ones who deserved it because they did something others didn't. Nowadays, everyone wants to make students feel special. Students are getting participation medals. Schools are lowering their standards to make sure no student fails because they might feel sad. Unfortunately, they are teaching students that hard work is not required for life. See, when you teach people that they are special without the need to do special things, they will develop an unrealistic view of the world that will cause them trouble in the long run. When men discover that they are not special and that no one cares about what they think about themselves, they collapse and lose hope. Real life demands men who can do useful and special things. It doesn't need men who believe they are special without having earned it. If you want to climb the corporate ladder, you need to outperform your colleagues. If you want to have a successful business, you need to do special things. People care about how special your products or services can make them feel. No one cares about how special you think you are. Our current society promotes a very fragile self-esteem. Instagram is inundated with posts like, "Just love yourself, everything's gonna work out," and woo-woo stuff like that. The truth is that everything is always changing and new challenges are showing up every single day. To face challenges, you don't need to feel special, you need to be able to do special things to overcome those challenges. When you have been trained to believe you're a champion, but in reality you are not, you will crumble in the face of the smallest challenge. Feeling special will lead to weakness. Life is always changing and it's always going to throw rocks at you. Most of the times, these rocks will be challenges and setbacks that you won't be able to overcome at first. As a result, you will be constantly reminded that you are not special, and that's okay. Life is about becoming more, not about being special. Now, you might be wondering, how can we fix this? Let me know in the comments down below if you would like me to make a video about how men can become stronger again. If this video provided you with value, please leave a good thumbs up and share it to support the channel.